Ah, hello, friend. Welcome to the fire. Are you a fan of ships? No. I'm not talking about the kind that floats on the water, but the relationship type. Yeah. Well, I got a very, interesting story here about a ship entitled How a DM Killed Her Own Game When Her Mary Sue NPC Was Friend-Zoned. r/RPG horror stories posted by Anime Character. Hello! I'm here to tell you about this campaign that died when it was just towards the final sessions. Because of shipping. We were 3 people in our group. Me, Layla, the other player, and Nicole, the GM. We were already 41 sessions of around 7 hours each into this campaign. So, for context, we previously had another campaign that died because the GM was a creep. And we had an agreement with Nicole so Layla and I could play our characters in her universe / campaign, which had already been set up and so on. So, in total, Layla and I have been playing these characters for 70 sessions. Nicole was completely okay with this, and at first the campaign was great. But there soon started to be some red flags. For starters, before the campaign even began, Nicole really insisted that she wanted an NPC that I knew that she liked a lot, and that we knew to be kind of a Mary Sue, to be childhood friends with my PC. It was a bit weird, but I agreed. Didn't really think much about it. Just to list a few of her traits of why I'm calling her a Mary Sue. She was an heir to the richest / most powerful / most progressive family in the world. She was an expert engineer that invented teletransportation machines in medieval times out of nowhere. No magic involved. She was kind and selfless and helped orphans, and everyone everywhere liked her, and she was an accomplished and very popular leader. Also, she was only 20 years old. For a little bit more context, my PC has amnesia as his background story, and this is when the red flags started showing up, with the GM constantly giving my character lots of memories with this Mary Sue NPC, even over other characters that were established to be more important to my PC. I believe at first this was because in the previous campaign, he was very close to his established childhood friend, and I mentioned that he had a crush on this other NPC, so Nicole wanted the same. That's at least how it started. Then it moved on to weirder stuff, such as a GM trying to convince me that the Mary Sue would be my favorite, when I said I liked any other NPC. She tried to keep my PC away from the other NPCs by making them annoying. So the only available NPC was always the one that she liked. Not only did she keep the other NPCs away from my PC, but Nicole also made sure that my PC would not get close to Layla's PC either, with literally all NPCs constantly discouraging my PC from interacting with him, and even shit-talking about the other PC. And the NPCs that did like Layla's PC were kind of reserved for that PC only, because she was also very focused on getting a ship for Layla's PC, going as far as designing a very catered character that had traits that Nicole knew that Layla liked. But, of course, it was all to keep Layla's PC away from mine. This did not work, of course, but Nicole did not care and kept on trying, pushing her Mary Sue NPC onto the group all the time, be it with the character herself or everyone telling RPCs how great she was. All the time. Literally every session and in every location of the world, and often reminding my PC how important she was to him, and vice versa. Now, if she was not mentioned in-game, it would be Nicole herself telling us about the Mary Sue, over and over. To give a small example, there was a point in which the PCs were just chilling on their own, hiding from the cold, and Nicole, of course, had to mention the Mary Sue to tell us that she was doing the exact same thing, even though she was in another part of the world at the moment. Not only this, but she used to have very long turns to interact with my PC, and my PC alone. One of them getting up to an hour, and all of it was just very casual interactions that kept on going for no reason whatsoever, even when I tried to cut them short. Meanwhile, she was just giving Layla's PC interactions with non-relevant NPCs. That was just sort of a constellation prize, so he would have something to do while the Mary Sue was on screen. These NPCs were so irrelevant that Nicole herself even forgot about them. But that was the case with pretty much every NPC, because the heroine was clearly the Mary Sue, and thus the only one that mattered. Because of how cornered I was with how Nicole moved my PC's backstory to benefit her ship, it would feel weird if my character did not choose the Mary Sue at the end. I mean, she was perfect and all, but I like Layla's PC better. So, I asked them both if we could have a polyamorous relationship with our characters. They both agreed, but on Nicole's side, it was kinda reluctantly when she found out that it was not going to be with another one of her NPCs, but Layla's PC. None of us gave it much thought though, and we just kept ignoring how Nicole kept forcing my PC to interact with her Mary Sue. It was alright cause I could ship my PC with Layla's, and it wasn't even the point of the game anyways. But then we got to session 41, which was the session after I confirmed that my PC would be romancing both the NPC and Lila's PC, because before this, none of us had confirmed anything. And the session was going on alright, it was fun, but the moment our PCs started interacting a lot with each other, Nicole just went very, very quiet, and her NPCs were suddenly very aggressive towards Lila's PC. But we did not mind or even notice at the moment until the very end of the session, which was cut short by the way, when our PCs had a semi-romantic interaction. This pissed Nicole off, making her just make us stop the interaction and saying that she was tired and that she wanted to end the session. It was obvious that she did not like it and she did not want to continue the scene. And I should mention, by the way, that Nicole had no problems with romantic interactions per se. I mean, this was very clear with her previous attempts at romance with her NPC with my PC, even when she was tired before, so that was not the issue here. So I asked Nicole about it the next day because it was very weird, and her answer was even weirder. She first told me that she wanted to end the session because the ship between my PC and Layla's made her uncomfortable, which was like, okay, fair, even though both PCs were consenting adults. But I asked her why anyways, and she said that she believed that Layla was in some sort of competition with her to get the ship with my character. And because of this, she was thinking of putting the campaign on an indefinite hiatus. We were very close to ending the campaign at this point, so I told her that, being honest, I thought if we were to pause it now, we would simply not come back to it. So I asked her if she had any solutions instead of this. Her solution was obviously to have more of the Mary Sue and fully integrate her into the party, and telling us to keep it low with the interactions between RPCs. So basically, she wanted to have her NPC around so that she could interact with my PC and keep all interactions between them and only them, basically. Oh, and one of her other conditions was that we would recon the last sessions, and she wanted my PC to declare his love for her NPC between these sessions, so that they would be a couple by this point, before this semi-romantic interaction with the other PC happened, because she said her NPC would be very upset if my PC ever rejected her or dated someone else first. Of course, I did not agree to any of this, and she obviously did not like it. So, she decided to kill off the whole campaign instead. Oh, and I should mention that this was a conversation between me and Nicole, and Layla did not ever hear the reason as to why the campaign was being killed. Not from Nicole, at least. At the end, all we got was a quick rundown of what the last sessions would have been, with us making rolls to see how the situations would be resolved. And ever since, Nicole has refused to talk about it and just pretends like it never happened. Wow. Oh, now that was, whoo. Wow. Just straight up cringe. Ugh. Ships can indeed be fun and interesting to explore, but in the case of at the gaming table, it also has to be consensual between all parties, which in this case, it really wasn't. I mean, even at the end when OP finally agrees to it, you could tell that they did so only to get Nicole off their back. Ugh. And I gotta say, if you have to force it that much, then it's not gonna work. So just save it for your fanfics and stop making your players uncomfortable. Yeah. Also, it makes you wonder if Nicole harbored any feelings for OP as well. What do you all think? Sound off in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.